Want to know how we clean our parrots' cages and what we use? Watch this video to find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm David and today I am talking about cleaning out a parrot's cage and what sort of products we use to deal with all those messes in our house. I am going to be cleaning out our cockatiel's cage as an example and showing you all the sort of products I use to do so. Now I would like to give a big thank you to Northern Parrots for sending me examples of these products. It's really useful to have fresh ones that we haven't used loads to film this video. Thank you very much. And if you haven't shopped with Northern Parrots before, don't forget, sign up for their newsletter and you get 10% off. We used our code absolutely ages ago, but you can get some benefit from it right now. So let's start off with cleaning our cockatiel's cage. Now, as you know, if you have parrots, they are messy. If you have 2 parrots in the cage, they are doubly as messy. And we have 8 parrots in 4 separate pairs in our living room, and they create an awful lot of mess. So as you can imagine, me and Sophie went to great pains to get not only the best products, but also the safest products to clean our parrots' cages and our environment. We'll start off with cleaning the cockatiel's cage, talking through that and what we use for that and how we do it. Then we'll move on to just cleaning up all those messes, because I know a lot of you guys ask, what do I do about the mess on the furniture and stuff like that? We have the perfect thing for it because we find it's absolutely amazing for dealing with it. Now, cleaning your parrot's cage doesn't have to be a military operation, but it kind of does, so I don't know how to say that. It doesn't have to be as difficult as it seems, you know. There's a lot of ways you can make it easier for yourself, and we tend to use 3 different products to clean our parrot's cage along with some kitchen roll. And the first thing we use is F10 wipes. Now, to talk a little bit about F10, F10 is our favoured sort of cleaning product, purely because it's non-toxic, it's well tested, and we have used it an awful lot with absolutely no problems. There are some other benefits I'll talk about later with regards to F10 over other products, but we just find it generally really good. And the other thing I like about it is it smells clean afterwards. It may sound a bit odd, it's not scented or anything, but the product smells clean. So it's not intrusive, but at the same time you kind of know from an emotional level it's doing its job, if that makes sense. But anyway, for the first sort of thing we use these F10 wipes. If we have a really quick job that we want to clean, you know, just take a bit of poo off a bar, just wipe a perch, this is what we use. And when we're doing a cage clean, we'll occasionally just get one of these wipes out and wipe something quick and easy, so we don't have to do the more involved clean with it later. The next product we use is another one from the F10 range, and that is an F10 avian disinfectant spray bottle. So what we do with this is we either spray it on some kitchen roll and then wipe the bars down, for example. That's something we do in every single deep clean. When I'm cleaning the cockatiel's cage, I will go around with a piece of kitchen roll with F10 sprayed on it and wipe down the bars. Quite easy, quite quick, very efficient as well, because it doesn't really cost a lot of money to just use some kitchen roll and some F10. If there's some more cleaning that needs to be done, I'll just literally spray the perch with F10, let it sit, and then give it a quick wipe to make sure that it's all nice and clean. You can also do the same with other perches. It's just the easiest way of knowing that your bird's cage is nice and clean without going too crazy about it. And generally, when I'm cleaning a cage out, I will just F10 everything. I'll do the bars separately, then F10 the perches, clean them out, use the wipes if necessary, and just get through all of that cleaning as quickly as possible. And while I'm still working on perches and bars and toys in the top half, the next thing I really recommend, and something that's just been a lifesaver for us in general, is a product called Poop Off. And boy, are we glad we discovered this. Before, it was great with just F10 or just normal scrubbing and cleaning with water, hot water. But with the Poop Off, it makes life so much easier. This stuff is, again, bird safe, which is why we recommend it, and it takes poop off, pardon the pun, for the product very quickly. Sometimes you do have to let it sort of sit for a minute or two, but generally it will take it off very effectively and very efficiently. And it's very good for those stubborn poops, those dried on ones in the cage, especially if you let it sit. You can let it sit for a little while, wipe it off, and it gets rid of them. If you do happen to have bars at the bottom of your cage, this is going to be really useful for you to avoid having to take it out and jet wash it or really scrub it, because it will take it off. Although, as you probably know, me and Sophie don't have bars in any of our cages at the bottom, and we recommend a completely different way of doing things with Substrate, which we'll talk about now. So at the bottom of all our cages, we have just a tray filled with Easy Chick Substrate. It's just a wood fibre substrate which has been treated to be safe for birds. And when we're cleaning things out, we'll generally empty out the old substrate, get rid of all of that, and then I'll give it a quick dry wipe, and then I will get my trusty bottle of Poop Off and get rid of all those stubborn poops on there. Give that more a clean, give it a wipe, and make sure that's all gone. Immediately afterwards, I'll give it another quick wipe to make sure I'm not mixing any chemicals, so it's nice and safe, and then we'll get our trusty F10 bottle and then give it the final bit of cleaning. Make sure it's all off and nice and sterile and lovely. Then I'll just dry wipe it again, nice and clean, and then replace it with Substrate, then pop it back in the cage so it's nice and fresh for our birds to go down there and forage and enjoy. And if you want to learn more about using Substrate, I have a great video on it, which I'll leave a card for now, because I know some of you are thinking, oh, what about the daily maintenance? It is as simple as picking up the bits of dirty Substrate, throwing them away, and if you need a top up, just topping it up. It's really that easy. And then once we're done, we don't always do this, but we find sometimes our hands get very dirty and we get a bit paranoid. We use a bit of F10 hand gel. It's just one very quick squirt and you can just disinfect your hands. We have it around our birds an awful lot, especially if we go out, because again, me and Sophie are kind of helicopter bird parents. We want to make sure everything's nice and clean for them. So the hand gel is a really useful product for that too. Now, if you're talking about cleaning outside, we just talked about cleaning out a cage, and I know a lot of you found that important, but I know a lot of you are concerned about your furniture, your flooring. Again, Poop Off and F10 really do serve us well for it. F10, a wipe or just a spray will take off most stains, but if you have a more stubborn one on furniture, then the Poop Off's very useful, especially for those dried on ones on the floor. We find Poop Off's been amazing for dealing with that, especially now we have hard flooring. It just keeps everything so much cleaner and nicer. So again, I'm not just recommending these products because I've been sent them. I'm really genuinely recommending them because we like them. We've been using them for years now. They are absolutely excellent and so useful for just keeping your house cleaner and dealing with those annoying things that birds do, like making messes, because they will go to the toilet often. It's just inevitable. It's one of those things with having parrots. At least having the right products will help you not only keep them safe, because you're not using any chemicals that are dangerous to them around them, but also keep your house looking like it hasn't been descended upon by a flock of cockatiels destroying it. Now, the last reason I kind of like these two particular brands, F10 and Poop Off, is a kind of economic one. Me and Sophie don't exactly have a fortune to spend on this stuff, so we like the fact they come in refills, which are cheaper, which you can get from Northern Parrots as well. Here's the F10 refill. It looks normal, just like a bottle, so you can basically just take the sprayer on top and put it back on. Now look at the Poop Off refill. It's absolutely huge. It may cost a little bit more to get this quantity, but it really does save an awful lot of money in the long run. Just having that huge bottle to refill your Poop Off will have you going for a very good and long time, and it's really much cheaper than buying other products, which you constantly have to buy the fresh one over and over again. So guys, I hope you found our sort of cleaning routine useful, and I hope you found the products I recommended in this video useful. Genuinely, they've just saved us so much time and effort, so I hope they will the same for you. If you have anything you use or anything you want to discuss about them, any questions about them, happy to hear from you down below in the comments. But in the meantime, from me, and just me and the products today, take care and see you later.